Hey you guys, okay Saturday, back at you again. I was working this morning. It's cold outside, still got snow. I was working on one of my FPV systems. As you can see, you end up with wires everywhere. And I had to make up a special plug for the way I wanted to do it, so I thought I'd share with you, because everybody talks to me about soldering. They hate soldering. Well, I've got one of these, and once in a while I use it on control boards and stuff. But normally, I'm an old country boy who can weld and use a cutting torch and TIG weld and stick weld and MIG weld and all that. I just can't get much out of a soldering iron. So what I use 90% of the time is a soldering gun. Now this one here is a Weller, and it's got two different settings. The first one even gives you a light. Look at there. The first pull on the trigger is 140 watts, and the second pull is 100 watts. To be honest with you, I very rarely use the second pull. I use the first pull. But I got a mess here, but that just shows I've been busy, right? I was going to see if I had something I could show you. Here I am. I'm not ready again. I don't rehearse, I don't write nothing up, so what you see is what you get. Let's say, here's a mess I was using on a tricopter, which I ain't a copter man, so let's say you wanted to undo something, or even to resolder something. I heat my shrink wrap and just pull it right off after you've heated it again. But here's a situation where I tied it together and then soldered it. It worked good too. But just to show you how good these heat guns work, I'm going to get some stuff out of the way here. I'm going to desolder that real quick. Say I need that end, or just wanted to cut all this loose. I pull that trigger the first time and I got 140 watts. And if you keep these screws right here tight, it gets hot quick. If it gets to where it don't heat good, that means these screws work loose. Give them a little tightening, and it'll wham bam thank you ma'am, and it's hot again. But as you can see, I can just touch it there just for a minute or two. And voila, comes right apart. I got the heat I need when I need it. Now if I was using iron, I'd still be trying to get that apart. You see where I'm coming from? Now I'm not a big fan of the Deans, so every battery, whoops, look at there. I take my batteries apart and work on them. Don't do this at home. But anyway, I'm not a big fan of Deans, so if I can't get my batteries with the connectors I like, that means I have to put them on. No big deal, no sweat at all with this gun, because it takes me 3-4 minutes to solder on new connectors on a battery. Right here's a brand new battery. I haven't even used it yet. And it came with the Deans. And all I did was desolder it. I've still got these. I could use them if I want. I'm bad to keep everything. Sorry. Well, but I just desoldered it and put my bullet connectors in there for the 3.5 bullet connectors. This is the, what is it, the EC3? Yeah, I think that's it. I ain't forget the name of them. I ordered a great big bunch of them. So, I'll get what you call me time to time. That's what happened. To get a little older, your mind goes, boys. But, and I got a little shake. I've always had a little shake, but with this, you can shake all you want to, as long as you keep it on there. And as you can see in just a second or so, you're going to see the smoke roll off that thing. Because it gets hot quick. See there? You let the trigger go, and even after you let the trigger go, you can still add a little solder on there, you know. It's still hot on the point. Now I keep some steel wool around. I don't know where it's at right now in this mess, but anyway. I keep a little steel wool, and I'll wipe that thing clean every once in a while if it gets too dirty. But I solder stuff as small as this right here, you know, your servo leads. And well, I've been working on this FPV system here this morning. Put that up. And I got a place where I keep it where it don't burn nothing. So I've been making up stuff this morning to work with this here. I'm gonna overlook you on so much mess I can't even figure it out. But basically that's what I was wanting to show you, is how easy it is to solder if you got the right equipment. Now I do use soldering iron once in a while if I've got to work on a control board or something. But like a FPV transmitter or something, I need to solder a wire on back to the board. I use iron because that's, you know, that's too much there for that. But I don't have to do that too much. So I use the Weller gun. Look at there. Now you talking about cool. Now I take when you get when they send you a new transmitter and they give you the old floppy duck antenna, I take that right there off, and voila. Between my Weller gun, I make my own antenna, and the wire I use, I know they tell you to use welding wire, but if you take this AV wire, like Time Warner cable wire, I got a big old bunch of it down there in the shed. That center wire is right here, the one that got in a crash. That's that center wire in cable wire, Time Warner cable, you know, or whatever. That's the center wire. It makes perfect for making you an antenna wire. Making this one here is 900 megahertz. It's seen its better days. It was in a bad crash here a while back. But I need to redo it. But that's why it's here, to redo. But that's just a few tips I had for you boys. Is I use that Weller. I just can't see me doing solders like that with a little old iron that takes forever to get hot. I'm too impatient, I reckon. But like I say, I'm an old country boy that is used to welding. See, this lead here I got laying here to make up for my charger, and I take a bullet connector, put it in my helping hands over here, or my vise, just lay that gun on the side and turn every bit of that lead into a liquid in just a few minutes. So I just wanted to share that with you. You can pick them guns up and the tips at Radio Shack or most hardware stores. You can buy the guns and the tips. But that's what I use. They're about $35. So I think that good quality iron there at Radio Shack was about the same price. I know you can get the fancy ones like Bruce and all of them's got where you turn them up, but I just soon have a high-powered gun and a medium-powered iron. Alright, that's the case had it for you. I gotta get back to work. I appreciate you watching. Y'all come back when you can.